Look at this, Ryuk. I think we're in luck. The results of yesterday's little test have already been downloaded onto my dad's computer. And these results are just as I expected. The Deathnote will work for what I have in mind.
What do you mean by that?
One of them escaped and ran into the bathroom I had specified in the Deathnote. Another one drew the same symbol I had drawn in the Deathnote before he died. And finally, a third wrote the same letter I had written in the Deathnote, word for word. All three did exactly what I intended them to do. For the other three inmates, I purposely wrote conditions that were virtually impossible.
Huh?
With the first one, I wrote that he would die in front of the Eiffel Tower in 1 hour. However, everyone knows that it's physically impossible to go from a prison in Japan to Paris, France in only 1 hour. Since this couldn't happen, he simply died of a heart attack in prison. The next was supposed to draw an exact picture of Elle's face on the prison wall. This also didn't happen. You can't draw someone you've never seen, right?
Makes sense.
With the last one, I tried something slightly different. I specified that he would write a note that read, "I know that Elle is suspicious of the Japanese police." To be honest, I actually expected this one to work, but it didn't end up happening. Which means, it's impossible to make someone write what they don't already know. Or, at the very least, it has to be the kind of thing that they could come up with on their own. Basically, even the Deathnote can't do the impossible. But, as long as it's within the realistic limits of what that person might do, I can control them as much as I want before they die.
That's very clever. But what's all this leading to? What's the point?
These latest victims will no doubt keep Elle and the police guessing. Even as we speak, he's probably trying to decipher all the clues I left for him, especially that little note. That absolutely meaningless dying message.
If Kira used those criminals to conduct an experiment of some sort, it means he's about to start something. If he moves now, there's a good chance that the FBI will notice someone acting suspiciously. But perhaps he has a different goal in mind altogether. Could the pentagram and this letter be some kind of message? Is this it?
All right, time for the real thing.
Real thing?
Yesterday on the news, they said this drug addict tried to rob a bank but was unsuccessful. He attacked a few people and then ran away empty-handed. I'll use him. It's kinda last minute, but I'm sure I can find someone. I got a few people in mind.
A few people? For what?
You'll see. Believe it or not, I'm actually a rather popular guy. Ryuk.